What's going on, guys? This is Media Guy Doug back here with Punisher's Paintball. I'm on my own today. I want to do a speed test between the Spire 4 and the Dye LTR. The reason for the LTR is that it is, honestly, it's literally their most recent hopper release because this came out after the R2. And personally, I've seen more people using these than anything. I think it's a little more popular. So just based on what I've seen, but the Rotor platform, known for being extremely fast, but also known for jamming. The Spire platform, known for being very consistent, but not thought to be quite as fast as the Dye Rotor platform. So we're gonna check that out today. But if you guys happen to like this video, be sure to check out the link in the description. Grab one of these bad boys off of our website. This is Joel's personal Spire 4, but we have a bunch of new ones in the shop. This is on the used gear page, this used Dye LTR. We also have a ton of other gear, all for you guys at Punisher's Paintball. We'll catch you after the intro. Alright guys, so the guns that we're going to be using today are this Go4. We have this available on the used gear page. We also have a new one available as well, so definitely try to pick these guys up before they're gone because Planet Eclipse goes fast. This is the gun we'll be using to test the LTR. And then to test the Spire 4, we have one of our limited edition Punisher's Camo LE Shocker amps. We have a few of these left, so make sure you get one before they're all gone. I believe we've already had quite a few sell, so definitely check that out on the website. I'll be sure to link that in the description. But the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna start both these bad boys off at 10.5. That's the typical tournament speed for the NXL, so we're gonna start with that. We know that both of them will keep up, but for the sake of consistency and a good scientific test, we're gonna start with that. I am on a closed course here. This is Joel's backyard. I am alone, so for that reason, I'll be not messing with having to take the mask on and off today. This is a safe environment. If you're at a field playing with people, always wear your mask. Let's get into this. All right, guys, so like I said, this is gonna be 10.5. We'll try to show some of the shot. We'll show a lot of just me shooting as well, but this is the Go4 10.5 with the Dye LTR. Remember, the hopper is the important thing here. We're trying to see which one is going to be faster and keep up at higher rates of fire. No issues there, no problems. Let's grab that shocker. All right, so now we got the shocker with the Spire 4. This is Joel's personal Spire 4. Joel, I'm sorry, if anything happens, I'll clean it, I promise. Once again, tournament 10.5. Yeah, so both of those keep up just fine, no issue whatsoever. I'm gonna bump these up now to 12.5, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, guys, Dye LTR Rotor 12.5. Let's see how it keeps up. I don't see or feel or hear any issues. It sounds consistent. Let's try the shocker. All right, Spire 4, 12.5. Yeah, I don't hear any skips or anything like that. So far, so good. Let's bump it up to 15. All right, guys, now we have these things turned up to 15 balls per second, so we're gonna see how the Dye LTR keeps up. The Rotor platform has been around for a long time. I'm pretty sure it was around when the tournament norm was still 15, so I have no doubt it'll keep up. But really the question is gonna be, can the Spire 4 handle shooting 15? And we'll push it beyond, don't worry, but this is gonna be like the classic X-Ball test, if you will. Yep, so no skips or anything. That was still super smooth, not a single problem with the LTR. Let's grab the shocker. All right, so this will be the test. I know I've seen some players use Spires and play like the Super 7 in Australia, which I know that's 15 BPS, so I don't have any huge concerns, but let's just see. Let's really get a look and see if there's any skips in the sound here. 15 BPS. Guys, I might have to do a side-by-side. Hold on a second. I have both. Again, this is a closed course. I would not recommend doing this at home, but we're gonna try to listen to these side-by-side. Listen to one. This is the LTR. And then now the shocker. It kind of sounds like it's struggling, honestly. All right, so you heard it from side by side. The Spire 4 did start to struggle at 15 BPS. It wasn't really a true 15. The 15 is actually the highest that the shocker platform will go for the gun itself. So we are gonna use just the Go4 for the remainder of the test here. But yeah, we're gonna just see. clearly the Spire 4 was already kind of having issues, but see if we can't get some big, very noticeable skips. We'll give it a shot. All right guys, so I threw the Spire 4 on this Geo here. What I want to do, it's still set to 15 and I just want to kind of validate, like I'm going to shoot and see if it still sounds as slow as it did. I'm pretty sure it will. So just real quick. Yeah, that's supposed to be 15 and that does not sound like 15 at all. And that was on both guns. So I'm going to say it's definitely struggling to keep up past 12 and a half. But let's push it and see how far we get. All right guys, so I put the LTR back on this Geo 4. I put it up to 20, so we're gonna see how this feels and sounds. I might have to go back and forth a little just to kind of hear any difference, but yeah, let's give this a shot. Definitely sounds kind of quicker, but I guess to compare, yeah, I'll just turn it to 15 really quick. And guys, as we've been going here, I have been leaving the eyes on. That way, for one, we don't break paint and I have to clean a gun, but for two, that way, if there is a skip because there's just not a ball in the breech, we'll really know. Because if we left the eyes off, it would just cut the ball in half. You know, it's just gonna keep shooting and feeding. So that's my logic behind leaving the eyes on, just in case anybody was curious. But okay, I set it back to 15. Now let's shoot it and kind of try to remember what it sounds like. I don't know, 20 didn't really sound that much faster, which tells me it might be maxing out, because they did used to say that it could feed, it was the fastest hopper, and I still do believe currently it probably is, but this 15 doesn't sound that much slower or faster or anything than the 20 from before. 15, and then I just did a cut frame, now we're back at 20. It quite seriously sounds like the same speed to me, so I'm gonna assess that it's probably maxing out around 15. However, just for fun, let's put it at 30. Let's see what this does. Yeah. Just for S's and G's, I'm gonna throw the Spire 4 back on and try that, but that still didn't really sound much faster than like 15, so. All right, got the Spire 4 back on it. Still set to 30 BPS. This is more so just gonna be a meme, but like, let's see what happens. Yeah, that doesn't even honestly, that doesn't even honestly sound much faster than like 12.5, so. Guys, I don't know, in short, I think I'm gonna have to give the speed test to the LTR, to the rotor platform, and it did not jam today either, so I would say this was a pretty fair test. I was out here shooting these for about 30 minutes, and consistently the results were that the rotor platform is indeed faster than the Spire platform. Didn't get any jams today. However, I did used to use the rotor for my first couple years playing tournament, and I did start to have some pretty bad jams with an OG rotor and with an R2. So that was what convinced me to switch to Spire. And here's the thing, anymore for tournaments and stuff that we do, nothing needs to be any faster than 10.5, so I don't particularly care for the speed, but if you're doing some other league or if you just play a lot of rec and you're with your buddies and you guys like to rip as fast as you can, you may want to look into the rotor. Before I go here guys too, I just want to remind you that we still have a ton of squirrel sacks here at the shop. These things are great for if you break paint in a bag or in a pot or something, but it's only one ball and you know that, you can get rid of that broken ball, put all of that paint inside of this bag. It's got a zipper on it, shake it around, roll it around a little bit, get all the paint off it with this nice microfiber, and then the rest of your paint is clean. You're not gonna spend another 30 bucks just to get more paint. But we have another video, I will link it up top so you guys can go check out the overview on the squirrel sack. Thank you very much for watching today's comparison from the LTR to the Spire 4. If you guys wanna pick either one of those bad boys up, there will also be links in the description for those. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.